All right, so you've been nerding out on all this AI stuff and how it's gonna, like, totally change the way we work.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's like everywhere you look right now.
Totally. So we're gonna deep dive into this Columbia Business School article I found. It's called Working Smarter: How to Unlock the Power of AI in the Modern Workplace.
Catchy title.
Right. And they've got all these professors and real companies weighing in so we can see how this is actually playing out, not just like some sci-fi fantasy.
Yeah, like, is this stuff actually happening, or are we all just going to be living in the Matrix soon?
Well, speaking of actually happening, MasterCard is already using AI to help their employees find new opportunities within the company.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, they have this platform called Unlocked, and it's basically like a matchmaking service for your career.
So, like, it helps you figure out what you're good at and then matches you with jobs that fit your skills?
Exactly. And get this, 90% of the employees are using it.
90%! That's crazy.
I know, right? And a third of them have actually made moves within the company because of it.
So it's actually working.
That's pretty awesome.
Right. Imagine if your job had that, you could, like, ditch the soul-sucking tasks and level up to something way cooler.
Sign me up. But, okay, so MasterCard's ahead of the game here because the article said only a tiny percentage of companies are actually using AI right now.
Yeah, the U.S. Census Bureau says it's like 3.9%.
3.9? That's like nothing.
I know, right? It's crazy. Everyone's talking about AI, but hardly anyone's actually using it.
Maybe they're all just scared of robots taking over the world.
You're right. Everyone's freaking out about AI stealing their jobs. But what if AI could actually free us up to do more interesting stuff?
Like what kind of stuff?
Imagine if AI could handle all those, like, tedious reports and data entry tasks. We could finally focus on the creative stuff, the problem solving, the big picture, thinking, the stuff that actually makes us human.
Okay, that actually makes sense.
And the article even says AI can create better jobs, not just eliminate them.
Really? How so?
So this Professor Laura Veldkamp from Columbia, she studied how AI is changing the investment world. Finance, that makes sense.
Yeah, and she found that while AI might shift some things around, it also creates these higher-paying gigs for people with AI skills.
Okay, so it's not about AI taking over, it's about learning how to work with it.
Exactly. It's like knowing languages like Python or using tools like TensorFlow could be your secret weapon in the future job market.
You could basically become the AI whisperer of your company.
Totally. And the article gives us some solid advice on how companies can actually implement AI effectively.
Oh, yeah, like what?
We talk about this 5 Eyes framework. Have you heard of this?
5 Eyes. I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
Okay, so it stands for Inform, Incentivize, Include, Inspire, and Instruct.
Wow, that's a lot of eyes.
Right. But it basically means companies need to communicate clearly with their employees about AI. Like show them why it's a good thing, involve them in the process, get them pumped about the possibilities, and provide the training they need.
Okay, that makes sense. But let's flip the script for a second.
I'm back.
What if you're not the CEO calling all the shots? How can you advocate for this stuff in your own workplace? Can you actually influence how your company adopts AI, even if you're not the one making the big decisions?
That's a great question. It's like a grassroots movement for AI, right?
Totally. We need to be informed, ask questions, speak up. We can't just sit back and wait for the AI revolution to happen to us.
We need to be part of it.
Exactly. We need to take control and steer this thing in the right direction.
Okay, so the article talks about this idea of AI-augmented professionals. So basically, AI becomes your sidekick, helping you do your job better and faster.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
Professor Oda Netzer uses the example of lawyers using AI to review contracts quicker.
So it's like AI is taking care of the boring stuff so the lawyers can focus on the more complex and interesting parts of their job?
Exactly. And Professor Netzer makes a really interesting point here. He says AI is great at summarizing information.
Like taking a huge document and giving you the key takeaways?
Right, but it struggles with synthesis, like connecting the dots and making judgments.
So that means our human brains still have a major advantage when it comes to the big picture thinking.
Totally. The strategic decision-making, the creative problem-solving, those are the skills that AI can't replicate, at least not yet.
So instead of fearing AI, maybe we should see it as an opportunity to level up our human skills.
It's like instead of competing with AI, we need to figure out how to become even more human, more creative, more empathetic, more adaptable.
I love that. It's not about humans versus machines. It's about humans and machines working together to create something even better.
Like a dynamic duo.
Exactly. And this reminds me of something Professor Netzer said about ATMs. Remember how everyone thought ATMs would wipe out bank teller jobs?
Yeah, but it didn't really go down like that.
Exactly. The number of bank employees actually increased, but their jobs changed. They went from counting cash to providing financial advice and customer service.
So instead of fearing AI, maybe we should be asking ourselves, how could AI reshape my current job to make it even better?
What if we could actually design our dream jobs with the help of AI?
Ooh, it's a good one. What tasks could be automated, freeing us up to do the things we actually enjoy and excel at?
It's like a career makeover powered by AI.
I'm into it. And the article even suggests that we shouldn't just focus on jobs, but on tasks.
Tasks.
Yeah, like think about your own work. What are the specific tasks that AI could take off your plate?
That's interesting. Let me think.
Maybe AI could handle all the data analysis or the scheduling or the research that would free up so much time and energy for us to focus on the strategic stuff, the creative brainstorming, the relationship building, all the good stuff.
Okay, I'm starting to see the potential here.
Right. And that ties in perfectly with Professor Stephen Meyer's idea of a human-first approach to AI. He argues that AI-augmented jobs should be designed to make us more productive and more motivated.
So it's not just about working faster, it's about working smarter and feeling more fulfilled.
Exactly. It's about using AI to create a work experience that actually aligns with our values and aspirations.
It's about taking control of our careers and using AI to design the kind of work life we actually want.
I love that. It's not about letting AI dictate our future. It's about using AI to create the future we desire. Okay, but let's be real for a second. Not all AI implementations are going to be sunshine and roses, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. There are definitely some things to watch out for.
The article talks about some potential downsides.
Like what?
Well, Professor Bruce Kogut did some fascinating research on AI and teamwork, and his findings were a little surprising.
Really? Tell me more.
So they did this experiment where teams played Mario Party on Nintendo Switch.
Wait, they're using video games to study AI. That's awesome.
I know, right? So some teams had an AI teammate while others didn't. And get this, the AI actually made teams perform worse, unless the human players were already highly skilled.
Oh, wait, so the AI was actually dragging the team down? How come?
It seems like the human players either got annoyed or demotivated by having an AI teammate, which caused them to underperform. The AI was doing its thing, but the humans weren't stepping up their game.
Wow, that's crazy. So what does that tell us about the future of work with AI?
It highlights how important it is to constantly be learning and upskilling. If we want to thrive in an AI-powered world, we need to be at the top of our game.
Otherwise, we risk becoming the weak link in the AI-human team.
Exactly. We need to be proactive and take responsibility for our own development. We can't just sit back and expect AI to do all the heavy lifting.
So instead of fearing AI, we should see it as a kick in the pants to get our skills up to par.
It's like AI is raising the bar and we need to rise to the challenge.
And the good news is that the study also found that highly skilled human players actually performed even better when teamed up with AI.
So it's a win-win. If
Yeah.
you're willing to put in the effort, you get to work with cool AI tools and you get to elevate your own skills and abilities.
Exactly. It's like a symbiotic relationship.
Mhm.
AI helps us reach our full potential, and we help AI achieve its goals. And this leads us to another fascinating concept from the article, super jobs.
Super jobs. Now that sounds interesting. What are those?
Imagine your current job. But on steroids, super jobs are integrated roles that blend human skills with AI capabilities. It's not just about doing your old job faster. It's about taking on new responsibilities, developing new skills, and creating even more value.
So it's like the next evolution of our careers. We're not just workers anymore. We're superpowered hybrids, thanks to AI.
It is pretty awesome, and it challenges us to think about our careers in a whole new way. The article even mentions this idea of the Renaissance version of
Yeah.
your job. What would that look like for you? What new skills could you develop to thrive in a super job?
That's a great question. It makes you wonder, what are the skills that will be most valuable in an AI-powered world? And how can we start developing them now so we're ready for whatever the future throws at us? We've covered a lot of ground already,
We have only just scratched the surface.
but there's still so much more to unpack.
So much more. Join us in part 2 as we continue to delve into the possibilities of AI and the future of work.
We'll explore how AI is reshaping different industries, the ethical considerations we need to be aware of, and how you can start taking action today to prepare for the AI-powered world of tomorrow.
It's going to be epic. Welcome back to our AI deep dive.
We were just geeking out about how companies like MasterCard are already using AI to make work more awesome.
Right, like it's not just some futuristic fantasy. This is actually happening now.
Totally. And we even talked about ditching those boring tasks and leveling up our skills to work with AI. It's like we're on the verge of a whole new era of work.
It's like we're standing at the starting line of a marathon, but instead of sneakers, we've got AI-powered jetpacks strapped to our backs.
Okay, that's a seriously cool analogy, but that's what makes this whole thing so exciting, right? We're not just watching this AI thing happen from the sidelines.
We get to be in the game.
Exactly. We actually have the power to shape how it all plays out, like we were talking about that Five Eyes framework.
Inform, incentivize, include, inspire, and instruct, right?
Yep. It's a roadmap for companies, but it's also like a call to action for all of us. Even if we're not the ones calling the shots, we can still be advocates for responsible AI adoption in our workplaces.
We can be the voice of reason, making sure AI is used for good.
Totally. It's like we're all part of this giant AI experiment, and we need to make sure it's a good one. We need to be asking questions, speaking up, pushing for AI to be used in a way that benefits everyone.
Not just the big corporations.
Right. It's about using AI to create a future of work that's more equitable, more fulfilling, more human, the kind of future we actually want to live in.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's get down to brass tacks. How is AI actually impacting different industries right now?
Yeah. The article dives into the investment world, which seems like it's getting a major AI makeover.
Oh yeah, finance. They're always early adopters. So Professor Veldkamp, her research in this area is super interesting.
What did she find?
So she found that AI could actually create new types of jobs, and some of those jobs will pay even better than the old ones.
So it's not necessarily a doom and gloom scenario where robots take over everything.
Not at all.
It's more like AI is shuffling the deck and creating new opportunities for those who are willing to adapt.
Exactly. It's like a game of musical chairs. But instead of fighting for a seat, we're learning new dance moves so we can keep up with the music.
I love that. So instead of being afraid of AI, we should be thinking about how we can leverage its power to create even better jobs and careers for ourselves.
It's all about perspective, right?
Totally. And Professor Netzer had this really insightful point about focusing on tasks, not just jobs.
Tasks.
Yeah. He said we should be asking ourselves, what tasks in my current job could be automated by AI? And what new tasks or responsibilities could I take on to add even more value?
That's a really good question.
It's a practical way to approach this whole AI thing. Instead of worrying about our entire job disappearing, we can start breaking it down and identifying which tasks are ripe for automation.
And then once you have that clarity, you can start strategizing, right?
Exactly. Maybe you can pitch those automatable tasks to your boss and free up more time for the work that you actually enjoy.
Or maybe you can start learning new skills that will be in high demand in an AI-powered world.
It's like AI is giving us a chance to redesign our work lives. We can ditch the soul-crushing tasks and focus on the stuff that gets us fired up.
Okay, but remember that Mario Party study we talked about?
Oh yeah, the one where the AI actually made the teams worse.
Yeah, it's a good reminder that AI is a powerful tool, but it's not a magic bullet. We still need to bring our A game to the table.
We can't just slack off and expect AI to do all the work.
Exactly. It highlights the importance of continuous learning and upskilling. We can't just sit back and expect AI to do all the work we need to be proactive about developing our skills and knowledge so we can stay ahead of the curve.
It's like AI is challenging us to become lifelong learners.
We need to be constantly adapting, evolving, upgrading our skill set so we can thrive in this rapidly changing world. And the good news is that AI can actually help us with that. Yeah, there are all sorts of AI-powered learning platforms and tools that can personalize our learning journeys and help us acquire new skills more effectively.
So AI can actually help us become better learners. That's kind of mind-blowing.
It's like AI is our coach, our mentor, our personal trainer for the future of work.
Okay, but let's get real for a second. There are definitely some ethical concerns we need to address when it comes to AI, right?
Absolutely. We can't just blindly embrace AI without considering the potential downsides like we were talking about, those biased hiring algorithms.
Yeah, that's a huge issue. AI systems are only as good as the data they're trained on. And if the data is biased, the AI system will be biased too.
So it's not just about the technology itself, it's about the humans who are designing and using it.
We need to make sure that AI is being used in a way that's fair, equitable, and inclusive.
Exactly. It's about using AI to create a better world for everyone, not just a select few.
So how do we actually do that? How do we ensure that AI is a force for good, not for evil?
Well, it starts with awareness. We need to educate ourselves about the potential risks of AI and be vigilant about identifying and addressing those risks.
We need to be having those tough conversations about ethics and values.
Hmm.
It's not just about what AI can do.
It's about what we should do with it.
Exactly. We need to be thinking about the kind of future we want to create and then use AI as a tool to help us get there.
It's about making sure that AI aligns with our human values and aspirations. And remember how the article mentioned careers lasting 60 years.
Oh, yeah, that blew my mind.
Imagine working for 6 decades. That's longer than some people are alive today.
It makes you wonder how AI might impact our career planning in this new reality.
We might need to rethink traditional career paths, embrace lifelong learning, be more open to changing careers multiple times throughout our working lives.
It's like the whole concept of a career is evolving. It's no longer a linear path. It's more like a jungle gym where we can climb, explore, and reinvent ourselves along the way.
And AI could be our guide in this uncharted territory. It could help us identify emerging career trends, personalize learning pathways, connect us with opportunities that match our evolving interests and skills.
So AI could actually help us navigate the complexities of a 60-year career.
It's about embracing the unknown and seeing AI as a partner in our lifelong journey of growth and discovery.
I like that. And that, my friends, is what makes this whole conversation about AI and the future of work so incredibly exciting.
Yeah.
It's not just about robots and algorithms.
It's about human potential.
Innovation and creating a better future for ourselves and generations to come. Okay, so we've talked about the big picture, like how AI could totally reshape the way we work.
We've even brainstormed some ways we can level up our skills and be the ones in control, not just letting AI run the show.
Totally. But now I want to see AI in action, like real-world examples of how it's already making jobs better, not just weirder.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The article has some awesome examples. Let's dive in.
Hit me with it.
So remember how we talked about AI personalizing the employee experience?
Yeah, like making work more tailored to our individual needs and goals.
Exactly. Well, Morgan Stanley, they're using AI to help financial advisors give their clients super personalized advice.
Oh, that's cool. So instead of the advisors like drowning in paperwork and data crunching, the AI handles that stuff.
Exactly. It frees them up to actually connect with their clients and figure out what they really need.
So it's like AI is taking care of the boring stuff so the humans can focus on the human stuff.
Totally. It's a win-win. The clients get better service and the advisors get to do what they do best, build relationships and use their expertise.
And this personalization thing could go way beyond financial advice, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like imagine AI-powered learning platforms that tailor training programs to your specific learning style and career goals.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. It's like having a personal tutor who knows exactly how you learn best.
Right, and what skills you need to level up.
Totally. Or think about performance reviews. What if AI could give us super specific feedback, not just the generic stuff?
Yeah, like actually helpful advice on how to improve.
Exactly. It could help us pinpoint our strengths and weaknesses so we can actually grow and develop.
And hey, what if AI could even help us manage our work-life balance?
Okay, now you're talking.
It could analyze our schedules, flag potential conflicts, and suggest ways to optimize our time.
That would be a game changer, especially in today's world where everyone's expected to be on all the time.
AI could be our secret weapon for actually achieving some semblance of balance. Okay, but let's not forget about the bigger picture. We talked about inclusivity and equity in the workplace. Can AI actually help with that?
It can, but we need to be really careful here. If we're not mindful, AI could actually make existing inequalities even worse.
Yeah, it's like those biased hiring algorithms we talked about.
Exactly. It's scary to think that an AI could unfairly screen out qualified candidates just because of their gender, race, or background.
We need to make sure that AI is being used to level the playing field, not tilt it even further.
Absolutely. Transparency and accountability are key. We need to understand how these AI systems are making decisions and be able to identify and correct any biases that might creep in.
And we need diverse voices in the room when these AI systems are being developed.
100%. It can't just be a bunch of tech bros making decisions that impact everyone.
It all comes back to that human-first approach, right?
Totally.
AI is a tool, and it's up to us to use it in a way that aligns with our values and creates a more just and equitable world.
I love that it's like we have this incredible opportunity to shape the future of work.
To make it better for everyone, not just a select few.
Exactly. So what have we learned from this deep dive?
Well, we've gone from being kind of scared of AI to seeing its potential to be this awesome partner in creating a better future of work.
We've talked about how AI can personalize our work experiences, make us more efficient, help us learn and grow, and even contribute to a more inclusive and equitable workplace.
But here's the thing, the future is not something that just happens to us, it's something we create.
We're not just passive bystanders, we're active participants.
We have the power to shape how AI is developed and used. We can demand better from the technology and from the people who are building it.
We can be the change makers, the innovators, the ones who use AI to create a world that we're proud to be a part of.
So go out there, embrace the possibilities, ask tough questions, and be part of shaping the AI-powered world we want to live in.
That's right, the future is in our hands.